The diehard fans, I don't think it will impact them so much. They are Vikings fans. They're not Tavares Jackson fans. They're not Favre fans. They're fans of the purple and gold. And it wouldn't matter if Favre was there, Dan Marino, or someone else. They would still be loyal to the team. Absolutely. There will probably be a small select few that are so anti-Favre and anti-Packer that they may, release their season tickets and give those season tickets up. But those will be few and far between. I think the big winner here is probably the NFL and the media, for that matter. The NFL is going to get a lot of publicity. They're going to be able to use it to generate marketing and promotions, and certainly the media, because they've got a lot of important things that some people want to talk about, at least, and they can cover, and it fills news time. I think it'll reignite it, at least again in the short term. It'll bring a lot of marketing and promotions and PR, and probably bring it back into the national forefront, at least in terms of NFL rivalries. Reinvigorate some of the rivalry between Wisconsin and Minnesota as a state in general. It's always there, but that could help it. But I think for the short term, and in this case, short term, maybe 5 to 6 years, I think the rivalry will certainly be reinvigorated. It's kind of the catch-22. If they win, if they sign Favre, they go far into the playoffs or win the Super Bowl, I think it'll really show the city and the politicians how important it is and how good they can be, and how important it is to have them here, in that psychological sense. On the flip side of it, the Vikings organization are always claiming, all sports teams for that matter, are always claiming that they don't have enough money. They need more money and more revenues from a new stadium to really be competitive and spend money on players and athletes. It looks like without that stadium, they're willing to shell out, millions and millions of dollars for this player who may be there for the short term. So on the one hand, if they are able to sign them, it already looks like they've got enough money and that they can be competitive. And so really, what's the need for a new stadium? So it's kind of a catch-22. In professional sports, it happens quite a bit. You have Chelios in hockey, who moved. Favre himself the other night referenced Vince Lombardi, who is an iconic Green Bay Packer. His name's on the NFL championship trophy, and he's left. On a global stage, you can look at David Beckham. It's not simply that he left the team he was playing for to play for a team in LA. It was that he left soccer in Europe to play in the US, and that's a major defection worldwide, certainly in the eyes of soccer fans. Outside of sports, really the closest thing that comes to it is politicians and jumping parties, which doesn't happen very often. But it's happened in the past. Favre is not the first and only. He's probably the biggest, most celebrated athlete in the NFL who's gone through this situation in the last 25 years, certainly.